Good evening and welcome. We are the Catalysts, and we're excited tonight to unveil a pharmaceutical take-back program that offers people throughout the Napa Valley a way to safely dispose of unwanted, unneeded, and out-of-date medications.
This program, just
No.
Jill.
Oh, there it is, sorry.
This program could have. Maybe I don't need it. This program only happened with the active participation and support of members of the private, public, and nonprofit sectors. And we were the catalysts. So now we're going to tell you why people want to dispose of their medications.
Now that I've discovered C-SPAN, I don't need these sleeping pills anymore.
Grandpa passed away, and I guess I can toss his blood pressure medicines.
Poor Bob, gone too soon. I guess he won't be needing the Viagra anymore. I
Oh, at last, Aunt Tilly finally lost all that weight. Let's celebrate and show her why her diet pills.
We'll just turn this on.
These pills are way out of date. Dr. Oz says that's no good.
This cough medicine tastes awful.
I feel wonderful. I feel really wonderful. So long, Prozac.
I'm pregnant. Really, really pregnant. I guess I won't be needing these birth control pills anymore.
I'd like to bring to you is some background on our project and let you know the seriousness of kind of what we were told last week on Friday, and also why the pharmaceutical take-back program is so critical to Napa. Really, this project is the genesis and idea of Rose. I'm going to give her a great amount of credit to that and let her speak to the beginning of the program.
Okay, what we're going to talk about today is the pharmaceutical take-back program. We are the Catalysts. We make things happen. Oh, okay. Okay, a little background about the program. We met for a couple months trying to find a program that we could impact the city immediately, our community, that it would be something that was universal, that would have applications for everyone, as well as could go on after we had left the program. And what you find is that a lot of communities out there do not offer drug take-back programs. They do not properly dispose of waste used medicines. You see them going in the toilet or garbage can. And a lot of consumers keep drugs in their possession because they don't know how to dispose of them properly, where to take expired, where to take drugs that they no longer need. And safety concerns have prompted a lot of organizations to initiate take-back programs in their communities. Last week when we met with Gary of the Bureau of Narcotic Enforcement, he re-emphasized that the Bureau's greatest concern right now is prescription medicines when it comes to teens. And teens will tell you that it's easier to get medicine out of the medicine cabinet than it is to get street drugs. And almost 2/3 of people ages 12 and older obtain prescription painkillers for free from their family. Oh, okay. Many teens believe that prescription drugs are safer than drugs on the street, what they get from their mother and father. And 5 to 6 drugs most frequently abused by 12th graders are prescription drugs or cough and cold medicines. And what's also disheartening is that almost a third of teens believe that pain relievers are not addictive. Sadly, almost 21,000 people in 2004 died of overdosing from pharmaceutical medication.
There are also some environmental concerns when you talk about flushing medicines down the toilet or putting them into the trash. Communities that are absent these take-back programs, residents are typically instructed to flush unwanted pharmaceuticals down the toilet or dispose of them in the trash. There's concern that these practices contribute to the contamination of our ground and surface waters and biosolids. The presence of pharmaceuticals has also been linked to abnormalities and impaired reproductive performance in some aquatic species. So this is what one of the take-back mailboxes will look like. They'll be located in all 3 Clinic OA locations in Napa Valley, St. Helena, and Calistoga. Over the past 9 months, some of the efforts that we've done to make this program happen are we researched nationwide different take-back programs throughout the country. We learned that Clinic OA had a grassroots program already here in our community, so we were able to bring Clinic OA, Santen, and Napa Sanitation District together to financially support the program moving forward. We arranged with Kevin Fry from Fry's Printing to have 2,500 educational flyers printed, and those will be distributed throughout Napa Valley at the hospitals, pharmacies, doctors' offices, clinics, and so on. We coordinated with Napa Valley Can Do to arrange for some volunteer drivers. These volunteer drivers will go to each of the Clinic OA locations every Friday, pick up the medications that were dropped in each of the lock boxes and take them down to household hazardous waste to be disposed of. We're creating a publicity campaign for Clinic OA, and we'll launch that as soon as all 3 boxes are in place and Clinic OA is ready to announce the program. We're creating a standard operating procedure for them as well, and we've committed to additional assistance for the first 6 months to show our support and make sure that the program is successful moving forward. So here's how it works, and my trusty model has disappeared.
Sorry. Well, we need lights for this.
Yeah, so Taylor, you can turn the lights on.
Okay.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
So here's how it works. All you have to do is go into your medicine cabinets, find all of the prescriptions, over-the-counter medicine that are unused or that you don't want anymore. Take them out of the container and pour them into a sealable or Ziploc bag. They can all be mixed together so you don't have to separate them out, except for cough syrup. So cough syrups you can actually leave in the bottle that it came in. Seal the bag, take the empty container and make sure that you mark out all of your personal information that's on the bottle and throw that bottle into the recycling. And then you'll drive down to any one of the 3 Clinic OA locations, Napa, St. Helena, and Calistoga, and place your sealed Ziploc bag into one of the secured mailboxes. Once the medicine is in the lock, Once the medicine's in the lock boxes, as I mentioned before, Napa Valley Can Do volunteers will be picking those medicines up each week on Friday and driving them down to household hazardous waste to be disposed of. And we'd like to thank a few people who helped us get this program started. Santen Mukta, who is in our practicum group. She just had a baby a week ago and is unable to be here today. There's something in the water in our group. Napa Sanitation District, Tim Healy and Jeff Tucker. Clinic OA, Jesus Prado and Stacy McCall. And Napa Valley Can Do, Hillary Zunin. We also like to thank Kevin Fry from Fry's Printing for donating the 2,500 educational flyers that you'll each be getting at the end of our presentation.
Okay. Now that you, we'll need your help for this part, so everybody's going to have to sing. The simple refrain is patterned after the theme song of HBO's new show about New Orleans after Katrina.
So you all have lyrics, and we're going to get you started on this. It is a consistent refrain. If you've seen the show, it'll be really familiar. If you're not singing it when you leave today, that would be a surprise because it's going to get stuck in your head. This is so simple that a rock could sing it. So there are no, I don't care if you're tone deaf, you're going to be able to sing this. We'll sing the first few verses. That's the left-hand column on your sheet. Then you guys chime in when we get to the bold verses. That's the second column. And then we hope all the while that you'll be snapping your fingers and tapping your feet. This is New Orleans music after all. So keep singing along with us as long as you like. We'll get you started.
All right.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Take
Back, take back. We are the catalysts. We make things happen. So here is our story. It's what we've been working on. Down in Old Napa, let's go in the crapper. Might get in the water. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Out in the landfills, they're filling with old pills. Just might make the earth ill. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now here's a solution that wards off pollution, keeps drugs from our children, and helps us sleep at night. And we all want to sleep at night. Just tear off the label, don't need to know your name's Mabel, or take out a Sharpie and make it illegible. Then open the bottle and spill all your pills out. Okay, if you mix them, just seal them in a Ziploc bag. Hallelujah for Ziploc bags. Everybody now, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and Clinical Lay is the place that you take them. They'll go in the lockbox where everything's safe and sound. Volunteers gathered from Can-Do will drive them to hazardous waste. We are making some progress here. Gotta say that's perfectly clear. A little louder. Meds will be taken to incineration. We're saving the nation one little pill at a time. When ideas as good come along, we must share them. At Clinical Lay, they are doing exactly that. They'll start here in Napa, bring in St. Helena, then at Calistoga, so everyone has a chance. Let's all do the take-back dance. This couldn't have happened without folks from Santon and at sanitation. They made it all possible. We are the catalysts. We make things happen. Now you've heard our story. We hope you had some fun. 'Cause our presentation is done.